Hola, buenos días chicos y bienvenidos a la clase número 2 sobre una cena especial. So you're welcome to the second lesson of una cena especial. Por favor, escribe el título, una cena especial, y subrayar, y escribe la fecha. So the fecha is jueves el 18 de marzo. Okay, so it's not that date up here. It's jueves el 18 de marzo. Bueno, para empezar, tienes que encontrar los errores en las frases, okay? So you've got 4 sentences to start with, and you need to find the errors. There are 4 errors in the sentences. How are you going to do this task? Write the 4 sentences into your book, please, in Spanish, and see if you can find or highlight or underline with a different color pen where the 4 errors might be. So pause the video, please, while you do this task. This task, please don't take any longer than 4 minutes to do this task, okay? Pause now, please, while you write down the sentences. Bueno, chicos, vamos a corregir. So let's see how many you got correct. So, empezamos. Ayer comí cereales. So that is in the past tense. So make sure that you have yesterday I ate cereal and I drank colacao. So colacao is like a chocolate milk drink that they love to drink in Spain. So how did I know that that was going to be in the pre-short tense? Because it started with a time phrase ayer, which is yesterday. So that was my little hint to let me know that the phrase needed to be in the past tense, the pre-short. Bueno, el segundo. So there is an accent. ¿Qué vas a tomar? What are you going to have? So remember that you need to have, for all questions in Spanish, you need to have an accent on the question. El número 3. Mi hermana comió pescado y ensalada. Okay, so it's in the pre-short tense and it was missing an accent. Okay, so in this one here, all it was missing was an accent. The translation, please write it in your book. My sister ate fish and salad. Y el 4, la semana pasada fui a un restaurante con mi familia. Fue guay. Okay, so the answer here, this one was in the present tense, voy, which is I go, but your time phrase, la semana pasada, last week, was the past tense. So that is again your hint. If your time indicator or your time phrase is in the past tense, you must make sure that your verb is also in the past tense. So this exercise is also helping you revise for your assessment, okay? Helping you know what is in the past and how you know when you need to use the past tense. Bueno, continuamos. We're continuing. So we've looked at our consolidation. Now we've done our vocabulary. So let's do a little listening task. Escribe, por favor, listening task at the top of your page. So please write down listening task at the top of your page. And escucha a Rosa y escribe la letra correcta. Okay, so the instruction is listen to Rosa and write down the correct letter. So let's do the example. So it's 1A for the first one. So Rosa went out with, who did she go out with? J-Lo or with Antonio Banderas? So the first one is done for you, 1A, she went out with J-Lo. Now, before you start this task, remember, please, what is the strategy? Am I just going to sit and wait for the listening and then, sort of, bumble my way along through it? No, I'm not. My strategy is to read the questions first. Okay, so remember, in any exam situation, you are always going to read the questions first and you're going to identify the key word in the question. Okay, so the key word, for example, in number 1 would be went out. Okay, so, and I know then that in Spanish, went out is going to be salir. Okay, so I'm going to be listening for salir. Okay, so please do this strategy to help you identify the key words that you need to be listening for. Then you listen for that key word. Okay, so please get your page ready with the title, listening task. Write down the numbers 1 to 10 on the side, and all you're going to be doing is selecting A or selecting B.
Página 67. Ejercicio 4. Escucha a Rosa y escribe la letra correcta. El fin de semana pasado salí con Jennifer López. Fui a Los Ángeles en avión. Fui a un restaurante español con Jennifer. De primer plato comí una ensalada y Jennifer también. De segundo plato comimos pollo. Delicioso. De postre comí un helado de chocolate. Jennifer comió fruta. Bebimos Coca-Cola. Jennifer es muy simpática y ahora es mi amiga. Hablamos de música y de películas. Fue genial.
Qué bonito, me encantó. That's such a lovely listening task. Okay, so if you need to replay it, you can do so, and that might be a good idea. And the extension task was, can you say what else JLo and Rosa talked about? Okay, so if you do want to re-listen to it, you can do that now. Otherwise, I'm just going to go through the answers. Bueno, vamos a ver. So she flew to Los Angeles. They ate in a Spanish restaurant. Rosa ate a salad, which was ensalada. JLo ate soup, sopa. They had chicken, which was pollo. Rosa's dessert was helado, which is ice cream. JLo had fruit, which is fruta. They drank Coca-Cola, which was Coke. And they talked about music, which is música. Excelente. So please write down your score out of 10. Now remember, please, that listening is a skill. Okay, so just like writing, just like speaking, it is also a skill, and the more we practice it, the better we get at it. Okay, another way of practicing the listening skill is you can go on Duolingo and listen to Spanish. You can go on Netflix or even YouTube and look up some Spanish programs or Spanish animations, Spanish cartoons. See if you can put on the subtitles in English or in Spanish, and all of those things are very useful to help us develop our skills. Ok, bueno, entonces, ahora vamos a hablar y escribir. Okay, so this is a speaking and a writing task. Con tu compañero pregunta y contesta sobre una cena. Okay, so ideally in lesson, we'd be doing this with our partner. We'd be having a little conversation with them, but we can all have a little imaginary conversation. Okay, so what we're going to do is write this dialogue, this conversation into our book exactly as you see it on the screen. Okay, and I want you to translate it as well. Okay, so this is what you would be doing if you were in lesson. You'd be reading through this and you would be translating the dialogue before you do a little practice. Okay, so pause the video now while you write this in your book, write the dialogue in your book and in Spanish, and see how you go with the translation. So this should take you about 4 minutos, 4 minutes to do this task. Pause while you're doing this. Bueno, chicos, vamos a continuar. So vamos a practicar. So as I'm saying the dialogue, will you say it along with me? Okay, you're at home and, you know, nobody is listening to you. So just say it out loud, and that way you can listen and practice as well. And I'm also going to do the translation at the same time. ¿Con quién saliste? Who did you go out with? Salí con mi amigo Jack. I went out with my friend Jack. ¿A dónde fuiste? Where did you go? Fui a un restaurante. I went to a restaurant. ¿Qué comiste? What did you eat? Comí pescado. I ate fish. ¿Qué bebiste? What did you eat? Bebí una Coca-Cola. I ate a Coca-Cola, ¿Qué bebiste? What did you drink? Bebí una Coca-Cola is I drank a Coke. ¿Cómo fue? How was it? Fue estupendo. It was fantastic. Okay. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to substitute the parts that are underlined here. I want you now to write your own dialogue, please. Create your own dialogue. Use the same questions that you see here, but I want you to change your friend. Who's your friend? Remember, if it's a friend, female, it's going to be mi amiga. And what did you eat? Okay, you just write down whatever it is that you ate and write down whatever it is that you drank and give your opinion. What did you think it was? What kind of an evening was it? Okay, remember, it doesn't have to be your friend. It can also be somebody really famous. Okay, you might want to go with Messi, por ejemplo. Okay, so please do that task, do your dialogue, and will you please do the title here, writing task, so that I can see that you did this writing task yourself. Okay, so this should take you about 4 minutes. Okay, so pause while you're doing that task. Bueno, entonces, para terminar, so final little plenary task is a translation, and I want you to translate the text. So, mi cena con David. So, well, I'm going to translate the title for you. My dinner with David. So you're going out to dinner with David Beckham in this one, okay? What I am going to do, though, is read it out for you. So you can read with me. You can look at the text and listen, and that will also help you with your translation, okay? So you're going to be translating this into English, okay? Mi cena con David. El fin de semana pasado salí con David Beckham. Fui a Madrid en avión y fui a un restaurante muy caro con David. Fue guay. El restaurante se llama El Mesón Madrileño. De primer plato comí una ensalada y David gambas. De segundo plato compartimos una paella. De postre comí un helado de chocolate. Delicioso. David no comió nada. Bebimos agua. Durante la cena, David recibió unos mensajes de victoria. Hablamos del Real Madrid y del fútbol. Fantastico. I love it. That's a great little paragraph to translate. Okay, por favor, remember to submit your work, please, once you have completed it. Muchísimas gracias y hasta la próxima. Nos vemos.